Hello dear students, in this video we shall solve a few problems from the exercise 1.2. So let us see the first question. Here it is given a function f from R to R defined by f of x is equal to x squared. So we need to check whether this function is 1, 1 and onto or not. So for that, let us take two numbers, x1 is equal to 2 and x2 is equal to minus 2. So clearly 2 and minus 2 belong to the set of real numbers. Now, what will be f of x1, that is f of 2? So it will be 2 squared and that is given by 4. Next, for f of minus 2, we have minus 2 whole squared and that is also 4. This means that for f of 2 is equal to f of minus 2, we do not have 2 is equal to minus 2. That means 2 is not equal to minus 2. So clearly this function is not 1, 1. Again, for the onto part, how to check it? Let us take an element y that belongs to the codomain such that y is equal to f of x. Now, what is f of x? It is x squared, and this implies we can write x is equal to plus minus root over y. Now we can say that this function is onto only when this particular x, if it belongs to the domain, only then we can say that this function is onto. But here, what is this y? This y belongs to the codomain, and what is our codomain? It's the set of real numbers, and we know that in the set of real numbers we have the negative numbers as well. So let me take y is equal to minus 2. Then what will be x? Therefore x will be plus minus root over minus 2. Now is this a real number? No, because a negative number under the square root is an imaginary number. Clear? So we can say that this does not belong to the domain, and hence f is not onto. And since f is not 1, 1, also not onto, so we can say that f is not bijective. Clear? Let's proceed to the second question. Here this question I am solving from from the exercise, that is question number 3, and here it is a function from R to R given by fx equal to the greatest integer function x. Now we need to check that whether it is a 1, 1 and onto or not. So how to do? Let me take x1 is equal to 1.9 and x2 is equal to 1.16. Clear? So what will be our f of 1.9? It will be the greatest integer function of 1.9. And what is that equal to? That is equal to 1, because the greatest integer function is the least number that we have in the decimal form. Next, f of 1.1, for that also we have 1.1, so the greatest integer function of 1.1 will give us 1 again. So clearly we can see that for two different x1 and x2, we are having same f of x1 and f of x2. So for f of x1 equal to f of x2, x1 is not equal to x2. So clearly this function is not 1, 1. Next, let us check for onto. So for check, if we want to check for onto, so clearly we can say that f is not onto. Why? At first, for that we need to understand f is a function defined from the set of real numbers to the set of real numbers. That means the important part is that here the codomain is the real number. Okay. Now, what does our mapping say, or what does our function say? That means for whatever decimal number we put here, suppose if we put here 1, it will be mapped to 1, or the function will assign 1 to 1. What if we put here 1.1? It will go to the same element. For 1.9 it is going to the same element. Again for 2.1, for 2 suppose it is going to 2. For 2.1 it is going to 2. 2.2, suppose for 2.3 it is again going to 2. That means for whatever number we consider in the domain, it will be mapped to an integer in the codomain. But what does our codomain has? It is the set of real numbers, and here we have the decimal numbers as well. Here we have the fractions. So clearly this, suppose our 1.2, this 1.2 does not have any pre-image in the domain. If I take 2.5, the 2.5 exists in the codomain, isn't it? But 2.5 does not have any pre-image in the domain. That means there is no link with the domain in the codomain for 2.5. So this function is not onto. Clear? Let's proceed to the next question. So here f is a function from a to b given by f of x is equal to x minus 2 divided by x minus 3. And what is the domain? It is R minus 3, that is the set of real numbers except 3, and the domain is the set of real numbers except 1. Okay. Now at first we need to understand why they have considered the domain as R minus 3. See, here this f of x or the function, it is given by x minus 2 divided by x minus 3. So in place of x, if I write 3, then what will be? It will be x minus 2 by 0, and the function will be undefined, isn't it? So the domain has been taken from R minus 3. And we shall see about this later, why they have considered R minus 1 for the codomain. Okay, so the question is that we have to justify whether it is 1, 1 and onto or not. So let us see. For that, the process, let us consider two numbers, x1 and x2 belong to the domain. So here the domain is A, simply I can write A. A means R minus 3. Such that f of x1 is equal to f of x2. Now what is f of x1? Just replace the x1 here. So it will be x1 minus 2 by x1 minus 3. And for f of x2, it will be x2 minus 2 by x2 minus 3. Here, I hope you don't have any confusion here. Next, cross multiply this two, and you will get x1, x2 minus 2x2 minus 3x1 plus 6. And that will be equal to, let's cross multiply this two, x1, x2 minus 3x2 minus 2x1 plus 6. Now what does this imply? These two will get cancelled, plus 6 will get cancelled, because it is the equations are on the opposite sides of the equal to. So next we have minus 2x2 minus 3x1, and that is equal to minus 3x2 minus 2x1. Now if we can equate these two, so we will get x1 is equal to x2, and hence we can say that this function is 1, 1. So we can write therefore f is 1, 1. Next, let us check for onto. So when we want to show that a function is onto, what is the process? We need to take an element in the codomain first. So let y belong to B such that y is equal to f of x. Okay. So this implies, what is our f of x? X minus 2. And then from this part we need to solve for x. Every time whenever you are doing the onto part, we need to consider y is equal to fx and then solve for x. So at the very end, if x belongs to the domain, then we are done, then it's onto. If it does not belong to the domain, then it is not onto. Let us see. Here if I cross multiply, it will be xy minus 3y equal to x minus 2, and this gives us xy minus x is equal to 3y minus 2. From here I can take y minus 1 is equal to 3y minus 2, and hence we get x equal to 3y minus 2 by y minus 1. Now, we see that the codomain has been defined like r minus 1. Now we shall be using this particular thing here. You can see that in place of y, if I write 1, what will be it? It will be 1 minus 1 will be 0. That means the x will be undefined, isn't it? Only for that purpose the codomain has been considered as the set of real numbers except 1. So since this has been defined, now this, for any real number you take, we will get a real number again here, isn't it? So this belongs to the domain A. Clear? Okay, one more thing. Here they have considered the domain R minus 3. What if we consider the 3 here? Suppose x is 3. Let x be equal to 3. Then what? Then we shall have 3 is equal to 3y minus 2 by y minus 1. And that will be equal to 3y minus 3 is equal to 3y minus 2. So we are getting minus 3 is equal to minus 2. Then it's cancelling this 2. But this is a contradiction, isn't it? Minus 3 cannot be equal to minus 2, isn't it? So that is the reason that they have considered the domain and ranges like this. So for our purpose, for showing the 1, 1 and 1, 2, up to this it's enough. Thank you and stay safe.